From Xining, we headed north to Zhangyi in the province of Gansu. To get there, we had to cross a couple of mountain ranges. Going by the number of tree farms, there must be reforestation going on here too. There was an accident ahead of us, so we lost quite a bit of time. There are no true yaks in this area. They have been crossed with cattle. The result is a larger, stronger animal. Normally a hybrid is sterile, but the females, in this case, are not. As well as being bigger, they produce more milk than the yak does, and yak milk is a quite valuable product. This area has some of the largest canola fields in China. Migratory beekeepers are active here too. We're not sure what this is all about, but there's some Buddhist monument underneath all this scarves and things. We do have a pretty good idea of what this is about, though. These look like somebody has been littering, but actually they're Buddhist prayers distributed so that the wind will blow them to the heavens. Didn't work in this case. The wall hanging is a preview of coming attractions. This area was virtually unknown to the outside world until just a few years ago. The local people knew of it, but they weren't travelers, so they didn't realize it was anything different. Now that it is known, it is rapidly becoming very popular as a tourist destination. Stairways and walkways have been provided to take people to the best viewing locations. Shuttle buses transport you between the various access points, and the whole thing results in a very good means of protecting the environment and giving tourists a chance to get the best views for pictures. It is extremely well done. Interaction with the locals, the best part of traveling. This was built to be a tea room for a movie that was shot here a few years ago. It was quite a windy day. This one was closed. We had to make do with a much shorter one. I did mention the wind, didn't I? The Heaping Hotel. If the name describes the plates, we should be well fed. From Zangi, we went to Inner Mongolia. But this time it was on the west side rather than east. We stopped to have a look at a village. The owner of these sheep must have thought we were going to steal one for supper because he drove them off. This woman is far more hospitable. She showed us around her house, and then she showed us her sheep. An ingenious use of an old tire. The next morning we're off to the desert. Looks like the camel's going there too. The Desert Information Center. To me it looks like a big spider. We traveled in Toyota Land Cruisers. All the vehicles had a flag like this so they could be spotted when they're down in a ditch. Genghis Khan. The practicing Buddhists made 3 circles, reciting prayers as they went. The girl in white was the photographer's model. They were up from Shanghai for some publicity pictures. Chris, our local guide, wanted some publicity pictures too. There are numerous lakes fed by artesian springs. Some are salt and some are sweet. I went down to video the cars coming down the hill. It didn't work out. Both Felix and Myrtle got much more impressive pictures from the top. Starting point for a climb up the highest dune in the area. But we didn't bother, it was too dark for pictures. These men look like fishermen, but they're not. They're collecting this red material, which is either the eggs or larvae of some insect that lives in the lake. They dry it and ship it south for feeding crayfish. The man with the shovel scrapes the material off the shore, while the other one collects it with the net. It's a problem being the last vehicle. The first ones tear up the ground, and you're left with trying to get over it. This is his third try.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He's coming.
Oh, it's that bumpy bit.
You can do it.
There it comes.
Come on. Come on.
Nope.
Oh.
Stalled in. He succeeded the next time. We will be back here tomorrow, but not in a bus. We'll be riding on a high-speed train on that track. Back in Zangi, Chris has brought along some watermelon from the desert. It will be our dessert for supper. A photo of our group in the hotel lobby. Both the group and hotel were excellent. The high-speed train that will take us to Langtao. 204 kilometers an hour, and if you didn't look out the window, you wouldn't know you were moving. A noodle shop for lunch, and this fellow is making noodles. They were in the restaurant too. I was very careful with my pictures for fear of getting them in it, but it appears I needn't have worried. Then back to Beijing and home. The end of another great trip.